Welcome back. It's the second episode of Pundit's blog. In this video, we're going to discuss about the decline of Sri Lanka in international cricket. Sri Lanka have lost the T20 series against England 3-0. This is the first time that they've been whitewashed in a bilateral series against England. They've lost 11 out of the 13 games that they've played, and this is their 5th consecutive T20 series loss. Just imagine a Sri Lankan team a decade ago. Tilakaratne Dilshan, Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela Jayawardene in the batting department, Angelo Matthews, Thisara Pereira and Lasith Malinga in the bowling department. But now, we don't even remember the captain of the Sri Lankan team. In the last 3 years, they've changed 9 captains, which is the most by any team in this world. What is the main reason? One of the main reasons is that their star players have retired together. If you remember, Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene retired in the same match. Just a year after, Tilakaratne Dilshan also retired. The second reason is that they are not giving chances for the older people. Dinesh Chandimal and Angelo Matthews have not yet retired, but they have not given chances in any of the T20s that they are playing. The other reason is, if a player retires from his international team, after a few years, he'll become a coach or at least an assistant coach of the same team. For example, Ravi Shastri became the coach of India, and Mark Boucher became the coach of South Africa. But in Sri Lanka, none of the retired players became the coach of Sri Lanka. For example, Kumar Sangakkara has become a commentator. Jayawardene has become the coach for Mumbai Indians. Rangana Herath has become the spin coach for Bangladesh. So Sri Lanka has always had a coach from the other country. For example, Mickey Arthur, who played for Australia and was the coach for Pakistan and Sri Lanka. The other reason is they never gave chance for the younger talents. They always had a settled playing 11. For example, even if Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are in good form, they also gave chances for players like Manish Pandey and Ambati Rayudu. But Sri Lanka never changed their top 3. They always went with Dilshan, Sangakkara and Jayawardene. The other reason is that the structure of their first class cricket is so poor. They play a white ball tournament every year called the Lankan Premier League, but they do not play a red ball tournament. The final reason is Sri Lanka is not the main member of ICC. The main members of ICC are India, Australia and England, because the amount of tax paid by these 3 countries is far more better while comparing to the other teams. The amount of tax paid by India is 10 times better than what paid by Sri Lanka, so that ICC does not provide schedule for more international games for Sri Lanka. As a reason, Sri Lankan players does not get the potential to compete against the other international teams. Teams like South Africa and West Indies can be compared with Sri Lanka because they are also going through the same problem. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to CricPundit.